Every 5.5 hours in the United States of America, a black woman or child is murdered. Stop killing black women. Stop killing black children. Hey guys, it's Candace Yvette with Black Women Aware. So I had to jump in real quick and give this message. First, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for visiting my page. Thank you for showing support and being concerned about the injustices that black women and children face every day in the United States. I really do appreciate your support. You don't know how much that means to me, especially because I myself am a black woman. I'd also like to put this quick disclaimer out there. Do not come to my page victim shaming or blaming. You will be immediately blocked for that. I do not tolerate it. There is no need for it. And I'm pretty sure you knew what you were saying in the comment before you posted it. So be respectful. Many of the victims, their families come back and they visit this page. I am their advocate. This is their safe space. No disrespect will be tolerated. You all have a good day. I'm going to let you go back into the commentary. Wilkinsburg man arrested after missing juveniles, with the S on the end of juveniles meaning more than one, found in apartment. A Wilkinsburg man was arrested after missing juveniles were found in his home, including one who authorities say was assaulted. So he could have been doing anything to that young man. But let me continue on because I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Tyron Scott, 24, was charged on Tuesday with endangering the welfare of children, corruption of minors, and recklessly endangering another person, according to a criminal complaint. On Monday, this past Monday, Wilkerson police responded to a request from a Pittsburgh police to help them locate a missing juvenile said to be held against his will at 908 Center Street in Wilkinsburg. So on Monday, the police were called out with a request to help locate a missing juvenile. Okay. When police arrived, they said multiple juveniles, more than one, were in the stairwell of the home and tried to evade the officers, and the missing child was eventually discovered at a nearby Save-A-Lot. The child told officers he was assaulted inside the apartment at the Center Street address, where he was jumped by numerous other children whom he did not know. He was forced to strip down and had cologne sprayed in his face. According to police, that apartment belongs to Mr. Scott, who watched the incident unfold while his daughter took part in the attack. Officers later learned that the incident was filmed on Facebook, which led the victim's brother to contact police. Inside Mr. Scott's apartments, officers located two juveniles inside a bedroom, one who was reported missing from McKeesport, I can't read that, and initially provided a false name. The other juvenile, who also gave a false name, had been reported missing by her mother in Pittsburgh. Officers noted in the criminal complaint that there was no furniture inside the apartment, just a single mattress that had cockroaches and condom wrappers nearby. Mr. Scott is currently awaiting preliminary hearing, which is said to take place on January 13th, as I have read in other articles. I want y'all to take a good look at Mr. Tyron Scott. I need y'all to get that image of that individual in your brains. And the reason why I'm asking you to take a good look at him is because in my just my involvement in BWE content and all the stuff that comes down, like when I'm on TikTok, especially all the stuff that comes down my For You page, especially on TikTok, it is some black women who still believe that it is just police officers that attack black women and children. But the majority of the people who attack black women or children resemble Mr. Tyron Scott. They come from that same demographic. Okay, they come from that same demographic, and I find it so it irritates my very soul when these women who don't know shit about shit, and I can tell they don't. I can tell they don't do their research. I can tell they don't study. They will say, okay, 100,000 black women and children are missing because the police are the ones taking them. Let me tell y'all something. In what predominantly black neighborhood can the police go to, and they don't stand out like a sore thumb? Because any predominantly black neighborhood that I've been into, no matter where I am in the USA, because I do travel a lot, no matter where I am in the USA, it's usually black people, male or female, who can spot that cop before I can. They know how the hell they walk. And sometimes these police officers be undercover, and they'll tell the motherfucker to their face, "Oh, you an undercover cop? I ain't talking to you. You hot. You hot. I'm not talking to you." And they know the snitches. They know the informants. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to believe, because I don't think these people, when they saying this shit, I don't think they really think about what they're saying when they say it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think of a police officer, you're not thinking of black men in uniform, even though there are black male police officers. You're not thinking about black women in uniform, even though there are black female police officers. You're not thinking about Hispanic police officers. Your mind automatically goes to one demographic, white and male in uniform, when you think about police officers. So tell me, what black neighborhood can you go to where white male police officers do not stick out like a sore thumb, and they just snatching motherfuckers off the street? Y'all look at Treasure Hendricks. Look how much attention Treasure Hendricks on my page got. And it's another young woman who recently was murdered or allegedly murdered by a man of no color, and she's getting the same attention that Treasure Hendricks got as well. I'm going to cover her story shortly. You know, I didn't really want to touch it because I figure if other people were talking about it, maybe I should talk about and focus on the victims who aren't getting the attention as that one case is. I'm going to focus on the other cases, right? Because I feel like that's just fair. You know, why just focus on this one case that everybody else is focusing on, and these other women and children are not, their cases are not getting brought to the light, and they're not getting the awareness. You know, I'm not on here for clout. I'm on here, like the title of my channel says, I'm on here. I'm on here to bring awareness. This ain't about clout and gossip, okay? This shit is really happening. People are really out here fucking dying, okay? But look at the attention from Treasure Hendricks, and I'm going to, as we speak, I'm going to try to locate the other young lady's name who died allegedly at the hands of a man of no color. I'm going to try to locate her name too. But if you just look at the attention that those two women got just by being close or having some association with men of no color, if you just look at that attention that they got on just that alone, imagine the attention that black women in your everyday neighborhood get when they have any association with white men. You know, and it's weird because black men will tell you all through social media. They'll show you out in public. They'll put it in their music, in their movies. Hell, y'all, I was on the highway, just came back from saying goodbye to my grandmother. I was on the highway, didn't have nothing really to listen to. I was all musiced out because, you know, I had to listen to all my favorite songs. And after I didn't want to listen to music anymore, I went on to listen to, you know, some comedy. Came across the Boondocks, you know, and as I was watching the show, I realized it was two things that this show that was created, I believe, by a black male, that the two topics just kept coming up. And the two topics were white women and white men. White women in the form of like dating them and things like that. White men as the supremacy. And this is what we're fighting against. You know, I found that so weird, you know. But you think that a white man in a uniform can come through a predominantly black neighborhood and just snatch up a bunch of women and not be noticed? Miss me with that. So I'm going to try to locate this young lady's name, y'all. You know, so just give me a minute. I am going to try to locate her name because she got the same ill attention as Treasure Hendricks. They talked so bad about Treasure Hendricks. And it wasn't because they never said, well, Treasure shouldn't have been, you know, doing this or doing that. They were mad at Treasure because Treasure decided to date out. You know, yet they think that these people who are coming in the community and snatching up black women and children are white male police officers or just white men, period. Hell, white men don't even have to be in uniform. Just the fact that they're white males and they're in a predominantly black area, that will get them attention alone. And I'm not even saying they're not doing that. What I'm saying is your highest risk, you're in more danger being near black men as a black woman than any other demographic out here. Your chances of anything out here, of anything happening to you as a black woman, being near white men is very, very low. Even some of the best or the most well-known serial killers like Ted Bundy, because I watch a lot about serial killers as well. Ted Bundy, he went after white and female demographic. Jeffrey Dahmer went after a couple black men, or they weren't even men, I think they were children. But even Jeffrey Dahmer, he predominantly went after like males. He did not go after black women. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Terry Blair, and I forgot the serial killer that was in St. Louis. His mother and him recently came up in the news media a few years ago because his mother put the house that that man killed all those black women in. She put it on housing, on the HUD list, on Section 8, and Section 8 recipient was living in the house and found out that was the house that all those women had passed away in the basement in St. Louis, Missouri. If you look that up, you will know what I'm talking about. Okay? But yeah, let me see. Okay, so her name, she's from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And her name was Lauren Smith Fields. Lauren Smith Fields and Treasure Hendricks, just by them having any association with men of no color, they're getting a lot of attention. A lot of different people on all social media platforms are covering both of these stories. So I just have to beg and ask this question, like, what makes y'all think, with all the attention these two cases getting, that white man can come up into predominantly black neighborhoods and just snatch up black women? It's not happening. You look at Tyron Scott. That's who the fuck you need to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you dating a Tyron Scott. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you dating one. You know, this who you need to be worried about. This deranged, demented demon right here. Snatching people, kids up off the streets. They said it was multiple missing juveniles in his house. You know what I'm saying? It's still unclear to me why the two of the juveniles gave fake names. I'm thinking, this is just my theory. I'm thinking they probably were runaways and probably just for some reason or another just did not want to be caught in the house with him. For some reason, that all has not came out yet. But yeah, you know, it's not much information that I found on this case. But yeah, I just wanted to share this story to give y'all a face and a name of who you really need to be worried about. people that fit Tyron Scott's demographic. That's who you need to worry about. And I'm out.